Morning, everyone! How's it going? Welcome to Bethel Live. So it's been an awesome week. How hot has this week been? It has been insanely hot with the sun out, and we've been sitting in the garden for most of the week. I can't even remember what our dining table looks like. I think it's more of a desk at the moment because of working from home, so all the laptops and stuff are all over it. But we've been eating outside loads. We've been having more salads, although I've been having more chocolate as well, so it kind of balances out a little bit. But no, it's been fantastic, and I've been looking at the updates in advance of today, and I've seen that there's a lot of splashing going on. Now, wait and see, because we have the awesomeness that is Bethel Updates! Woo, 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 woo. Bethel Kids and News Updates! Gonna tell you news and updates from all the kids! Yeah! We're still working on the intro tune, so that's fine. So, let's have a look to see what everybody's been up to. So this week we've got an update from Camilla. Hi Camilla, awesome to see you again. It's awesome. And to be honest, it's even more awesome this week, because you know why? Camilla had a 10th birthday party. 10! Can you believe it? 10! And she'd been baking banana bread, and they made something called butter dough. Now you'll have to send me the recipe for butter dough, because one, it sounds delicious, so I'm hoping it's tasty, but also it looks really cool because that purple colour is absolutely amazing. I love it. It's really bright, really vibrant, and you've made some really cool things like a heart and a cross and a snaily whaley and the NHS sign and the sun as well. That's so cool. I absolutely love it, and it looks like you had a really cool birthday party outside in the sun with the sunglasses on and everything. Yeah, some very, very tasty food going on there. There's some pizza there, I think. Pizza. I do like pizza. Pizza is my favourite. Cool. Right. What's the Urine Chat's been up to this week? So they've been playing some football outside, and it looks like Yuri has been doing some building. Maybe, I wonder what you're building, Yuri. Maybe is it a shed or is it a playhouse? Maybe. Maybe answers in the description or the comments down below, definitely, to find out what Yuri's been up to and building for Sammy and Lucy. And looks like tug of war. Right, we have to find out who won in the tug of war match, because my money's on Lucy, definitely. And I think Debbie maybe against Yuri. Yeah, I think that might be a winner there. But we'll wait and see. We'll find out who won in the tug of war match. That was so cool. Next we have the Pots. So the Pots have been out for bike rides. They've been on shorter bike rides this week because it's been the hotter weather, and I think Adina had a little bit of a tumble last week. So they've been going out a little bit more cautiously on their bike rides, which is awesome, and I hope you're feeling better as well, Adina. And they've been making shields. Now, I wonder whether these shields are part of the challenge activities that went on over the last week. Whether this might be part of the armour of God, maybe? Maybe. I don't know. You'll have to let us know if this is part of the armour of God. Also, that baking looks amazing. It looks delicious. It looks succulent. It looks mouth-wateringly awesome. And this is the start of the splashing zone. There is a pool going on there, and a pool has been very, very good in this weather because it's so sunny at the moment. It's glorious sunshine. We thank God every day that he sends us sun and this lovely weather, that even though we can't meet up together, we can still sit in our gardens. We can still have a lovely time as a family all together. And we've got an update from Tylo as well this week. So Tylo has now come back to Cardiff because they've been able to come back to their house because of some of the building is finished. And guess what? Tylo had a birthday this week as well. What? Tylo, are you 4? Am I right in saying that you're 4? I think you are. And that monster truck cake looks incredible. Oh my, incredible and edible. Incredible. Yes, all those words. And also, we've got a lovely picture of you in your fireman in your fireman outfit. And apparently, you want to be a fireman when you grow up. Now that is a very noble profession, and that is really, really cool, Tyler, and I hope that comes right for you. And also you've been throwing some stones and sticks and things like that in the taff. I love doing that. I love it. You know, when you get the like really cool skimming stone and you like throw it across and it skims and it bounces a few times. You'll have to tell us how many times you can bounce a stone. Definitely. And this is from the Vaughans. So the Vaughans did one of the activities on the sheet for this week. They have done a bug house and it looks incredible. I love that you've got the butterflies in there and all the plants and the stacking as well and the little bits of wood and the pine cones and all of the other bits and bobs and the weeds and things like that. Everything for bugs to live in happily, because the bugs really, really help all of the other plants, don't they? So that's really cool. Thank you so much for sending that in. We've got the Pickles as well. So the Pickles, they've been doing lots of climbing and going out for lots of walks. I love that picture of Miriam there. She's looking far too grown up. Can you please squish her back down again so that she's not as big as that? Because she is looking really, really grown up now. And they did a lovely picture of an otter. I think that is. Yeah, that's an otter. And they did sleeping in a teepee in the lounge as well. Very cool. Love that. Was it really, really cool, Elsie? Did you have like a torch and stuff and like shine it out? That would be really cool. And they had a lovely swimming pool that was donated to them by the Urine Chats. And so there's some more splashing there. Very good splashing going on in this lovely, lovely weather. And you can see Elsie looking absolutely on point with those sunglasses out for her walk with her baby doll. Awesome. And so this is the Vernons. The Vernons have been going out for walks and for a picnic, which is lush. They've been doing quizzes as well. Erin and Olivia have been quizzing their mum and dad. And they've done like little family quizzes of an evening, which is really cool. And it's Erin's birthday coming up, so Olivia's making her a present. Now, I'm not going to say what it is, because I don't know if it's a secret or not. So I'm going to stay stum, lock it, zip it, put it in your pocket, save it for a rainy day. So I'm not going to say what it is. And Olivia sent in a picture as well of a collage that she's done of some of her drawings over the last few years, which is really cool, Olivia. It's good to see that you're looking at how your drawing ability has progressed over time. That's really lush. And you've made a lovely meal for your mum and dad to give mum the night off cooking. That spaghetti and meatballs, pasta and meatballs, looks absolutely scrummy and delicious. Next, we've got the Vaughan Davises. So Isaac has done some water art on the fence. Now, this is quite cool because in this sun at the moment, you can do a drawing and then it dries up and then you can draw it again afterwards, or you can draw something different. So it's a really cool way of drawing and creating some stuff and trying out different styles. Very, very cool medium there, Isaac. And we've got another swimming pool as well. If we get 20,000 likes on this video, 20,000, John? 30,000. John will do a cannonball into the middle of the pool.
50,000.
50,000. And John will do a cannonball into the middle of the pool. And then we've got John as well. He's doing his best barbecue dad impression. Is it an impression or is it actual barbecuing going on?
Far too many times at the moment.
Too many barbecues. Absolutely. Well, we're outside anyway, so why don't we cook outside? That's really cool. We've got some tree climbing as well, which is really, really cool. I love tree climbing, but be safe if you go up really high. Make sure that you can get back down as well. And we've got Georgie there, who's got her own little swimming pool, and she looks so happy and cool in it as well. She's lush. Next, we've got the Lawsons. The Lawsons have been doing baking. They've been finding new places to play and walk, and they've been enjoying the sun and having lots of barbecues as well. That's really cool. Lydia, those eyes could not get any wider, like licking out the bowl from that cake mix. Cake mix. Is it vanilla cakes or chocolate cakes? You'll have to tell us. Also, Ruben, that face is hilarious. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Cool. Next up, we've got the Cutlers. So I was just telling the kids all right, so we kind of look at that. Grandma, this is live. Get on with it. So we kind of looked at that through this verse. We see that God is Oh, brilliant. Helping out with putting the things out on the line. That's really good. Mike, are they your nappies? Oh, so cute. I'm sure you can get the whole hand in. Go, T, go. Ow.
Frankie. Was he lying on you?
Oh, nice bit of Frozen 2 there. Yes, and a balloon fight. Lovely. Whee! Oh, lovely cuddles. Oh, brilliant. Oh, thank you so much for sending these photos in. It's so lovely to see you all. To you too. Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And lastly, it's my family, the Barkers. So this week we've been doing some baking. We've been doing some bread baking. We revived a bee as well. So we found a bee on our doorstep who had gotten hot and dehydrated in the sun. So we gave him some sugar water and he flew off, which was lovely to see. And it's really nice to help the bees because they pollinate all the plants and they make sure that we have vegetables and we have flowers and the trees keep going and things. And we also went down to the river and saw a lot of minnows swimming through the river as well, which is really cool. Eli helped with making some cakes and pancakes, and he mixed all the batter up really well. Mix. And then we've been splashing around in the pool as well. And as we can see there, Hal went sporting the latest in duckwear on the head, which is awesome. And Eli, the latest in donut wear. It's great. It's brilliant. Thank you so much for sending all your updates in, guys. It's so great to find out what you've all been up to. And it's just beautiful to spend time with you in this way. So this morning we've got our sealer, which is what we learned today can change and stay with us forever. So we've got a song in the handout that you can print out from the website, and the song is "My God is so big, so strong, and so mighty," because that goes with this morning's message, which is God is omnipotent. So we're going to try and explain this a little bit. So the verse for us this morning is, "He did this so that all the peoples of the earth might know that the hand of the Lord is powerful, and so that you might always fear the Lord your God." So let me ask you a question. How strong are you? How many push-ups can you do? Can you do lots of push-ups where you lie on the floor and you do that with your arms? Can you lift your brother or sister or one of your parents in the air? Ha-ha! Quick, go and try it now. All right. Put them down. I mean, it's amazing you can do that, but think about this. Can you lift a car? See, now there's that famous picture on the front of Action Comics of Superman when he's lifting a car, isn't he? And you watch things like the World's Strongest Man, and you see some amazing feats of strength, don't you? But there is always an end to their power. They can only lift so much. They can only pull a truck so far, and they can only do so many pull-ups with their arms, can't they? So this morning, we're going to try to understand that God is omnipotent. God is omnipotent. God is omnipotent.
He's what?
Oh, right, Grandpa. I didn't see you there.
I'm okay. What on earth are you talking about?
You're quite quiet when you sneak up on people, aren't you?
Well, I was interested in what you were saying.
Oh.
Omnipotent,
Yeah, God is omti-pomti-pomti-poo.
which means what?
Right. God is omnipotent.
Omnipotent.
God is omnipotent.
He likes tents?
No.
He's allergic to tents.
Well, I don't know. He might like tents. God might like tents. Can we have some theologians in the congregation text us in to tell us if God likes tents?
Okay, thank you. We'll wait for that.
We'll wait for that. So, omnipotent means that he is all-powerful, that he is almighty in strength. There is no end to his power. It doesn't begin, it doesn't end. It just is. He is powerful.
That's amazing.
I know. How cool is that?
Hey, Tim.
Yep.
Tim.
Yep.
Did you watch Ninja Warrior UK?
Ooh, Ninja Warrior. Now, I missed a few of the episodes, but we did watch Wipeout the other day as well.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, some of those are very powerful.
Yes. Back
in the day, I would have done it easy.
Oh, yeah. Were you a bit of a strong man back in the day, Grandpa?
Oh, Tim, you wouldn't believe it.
No, I really wouldn't believe it.
But I don't think they'd let me on it now. I don't think my Zimmer frame would fit in the obstacle course.
No, I think some of those bits are quite narrow, aren't they? So your Zimmer's not really going to fit through it.
It's ageist.
It's ageist. It is. But what do you think about God being omnipotent?
So, when you say he's all-powerful...
Yeah, all-powerful.
You mean he's stronger than anything?
Stronger than anything.
Like stronger than Iron Man?
Stronger than... Yes, stronger than Iron Man.
Stronger than the Hulk?
Yeah, even fully gamma-radiated Hulk, he is stronger than the Hulk.
He can't be stronger than Batman, though.
Well... Yes, he is stronger than Batman
Superman.
Stronger than Superman on full sun irradiation.
Captain Marvel.
Stronger than Captain Marvel.
The Black Widow.
Stronger than Black Widow, definitely.
The Wonder Woman.
Stronger than Wonder Woman with her bracelets and everything.
That's amazing.
I know, stronger than all of the superheroes. You name a superhero, God is stronger than.
Stronger than the smell of cheese?
Well, I don't know, some of that cheese you're keeping in the fridge at the moment. What is that cheese? That is strong cheese.
I'll be honest, I do blame the fridge sometimes.
Well, yes, okay.
But wow, that's amazing. So is there anything God can't do?
No, there is nothing that he cannot do. That's what we can sing in the song that the boys and girls have got to have a look at afterwards this morning. Is my God is so big, so strong, and so mighty, there's nothing that he cannot do.
Nothing at all?
Nothing at all.
Wow.
So, we're going to have a look in the Bible, because there's a brilliant story that kind of shows some of this up in the Bible, yeah? It's the story of Samson.
Ooh, I like that story.
It's a really good story, isn't it? Because of Samson, like we say about the world's strongest man, yeah, that brilliant program on TV. But Samson was the Bible's strongest man.
Whoa.
Yeah, he was absolutely jacked. He had everything going on. And the best thing of all was that power was given to him by God.
Yeah, because people keep asking him, don't they? Where do you get your strength from?
Yeah, and do you know what? He doesn't tell them. He told, well, we'll find out this morning, but up until this point, he tells no one where he gets his strength from. Do you know where he gets his strength from, Grandpa?
Yep, kryptonite.
Grandpa.
No.
Out of the DC universe, please.
Oh,
come on.
Sorry.
Into the Bible universe.
It's something to do with hair, isn't it?
Yes, it is his hair. When he was born, it was asked of his parents to never cut his hair. So he was set apart as a Nazirite to never have his hair cut.
Wow.
And that is the source of his strength, is his hair.
Wow. And I suppose because they did that, it was just like, it was a sign that they trusted God.
That's right. It was a sign that they trusted God because they had trusted him for a very long time. God had promised Samson to them and they'd trusted in him, and he did give them Samson in the end.
Like, I'm growing my beard for charity.
Are you?
Yes.
You're doing a very good job.
Thank you. Although it hasn't changed for months.
Maybe we'll get a little tug later on, see if it just needs to come out a little bit more.
You will not.
What? All right.
Thank you.
I promise I won't. I won't. Maybe Luke might. I don't know. You
Yes,
know what
I've
Luke's
seen
like.
him
He's a
a
bit
while.
more mischievous than I am.
Wherever he is.
Yeah, wherever he is. He hasn't been around for a while. Maybe he'll show up later.
Maybe.
So, we're going to have a look at the story this morning of Samson. And we're going to specifically look at the bit where he meets up with Delilah. Do you know who
Why?
Delilah is?
Why?
Why?
Why, Delilah?
I fell into that, didn't I? I fell into that one. Grandpa, come on.
I've had my wee bits.
That was a cheap joke.
It was, actually.
It was a very cheap joke. Anyway, so he's going to meet up with Delilah and we're going to see what the story says. All right?
Fab.
All right. See you in a bit, boys and girls.
Samson was a judge in Israel and for 20 years helped people to trust in God and obey his commands. However, in the last part of his life, he disobeyed God, lost his supernatural strength, and became a prisoner. One day, Samson foolishly went to the Philistine city of Gaza. He was tempted by a woman there. When the Philistines of Gaza found out that Samson was there, they surrounded the place and waited for him throughout the night at the city gate.
We'll wait for him until daybreak, and then we'll kill him,
They plotted. But Samson got out of bed at midnight, and when he found the city gate locked and he was trapped, he got up, took hold of the city gate, and pulled it up, doors, posts, lock, and everything. He put them on his shoulders and carried them off out of the city, to the top of the hill overlooking Hebron in Israel. After this, Samson fell in love with a Philistine woman named Delilah, who lived in Sorek Valley. The 5 Philistine kings went to her and said,
Trick Samson into telling you why he is so strong and how we can overpower him. Tie him up and make him helpless. Each one of us will give you 1,100 pieces of silver.
So Delilah said to Samson,
Please tell me what makes you so strong. If someone wanted to tie you up and make you helpless, how could he do it?
Samson answered, If they tie me up with 7 bowstrings that are not dried out, I'll be as weak as anyone else. So the Philistine kings brought Delilah 7 new bowstrings that were not dried out, and she tied Samson up. She had some men waiting in another room, and she shouted,
Samson, the Philistines are coming.
But he snapped the bowstring just as thread breaks when fire touches it. So they still did not know the secret of his strength. Delilah told Samson,
Look, you've been making a fool of me and not telling me the truth. Please tell me how someone could tie you up.
He told her, If they tie me with new ropes that have never been used, I'll be as weak as anyone else. So Delilah got some new ropes and tied him up. Then she shouted,
Samson, Samson, the Philistines are coming.
The men were waiting in another room, but he snapped the ropes off his arms like thread. Delilah said to Samson,
You are still making a fool of me and not telling me the truth. Tell me how someone could tie you up.
He told her, If you weave 7 locks of my hair into a loom and make it tight with a peg, I'll be as weak as anyone else. Delilah then lulled him to sleep, took his 7 locks of hair, and wove them into the loom. She made it tight with a peg and shouted,
Samson, Samson, the Philistines are coming.
But he woke up and pulled his hair loose from the loom. So, at this point, she said to him,
How can you say you love me when you don't mean it? You've made a fool of me 3 times and you still haven't told me what makes you so strong.
She kept on asking him day after day after day. Samson got so sick of this and tired of Delilah bothering him that he finally told her the truth. "It's my hair. My hair has never been cut," Samson explained. "I have been dedicated to God as a Nazirite from the time I was born. If my hair were cut, I would lose my strength and be as weak as anyone else." Delilah sent a secret message to the Philistine kings and said, "Come back one more time, just once. He has told me the truth." They brought money with them, and Delilah lulled Samson to sleep in her lap. And then Samson's 7 locks of hair. Then she shouted, "Samson! Samson! The Philistines are coming!" He woke up and thought, "I'll get loose and go free as always." He did not know that the Lord had left him and he had lost his strength. The Philistines easily captured Samson and they put out his eyes. They took him to Gaza, chained him with bronze chains, and put him to work grinding at the mill in the prison. But as time went by, his hair started growing back, slowly but surely. The Philistine kings met together to celebrate and offer a great sacrifice to their god, Dagon. They sang, "Our God has given us victory over our enemy, Samson." They were enjoying themselves and said, "Call Samson to entertain us." When the people saw Samson, they sang praise to their God. "Dagon has given us victory over our enemy, who devastated our land and killed so many of us." Samson said to the boy who was leading him by the hand, "Let me touch the columns that hold up the building. I want to lean on them." The building was crowded with men and women. All 5 Philistine kings were there, and there were about 3,000 men and women on the roof watching Samson entertain them. Then Samson prayed, "Sovereign Lord, please remember me. Please, God, give me my strength just this one time more, so that with this one blow I can get even with the Philistines for putting out my 2 eyes." So Samson took hold of the 2 middle columns, holding up the building. Putting one hand on each column, he pushed against them and shouted, "Let me die with the Philistines!" He pushed with all his might, and the building fell down on the 5 kings and everyone else. Samson killed more people at his death than he had killed during his entire life. His brother and the rest of his family came down to get his body. They took him back and buried him between Zorah and Eshtaol in the tomb of his father Manoah. He had been Israel's leader for 20 years. He will always be remembered as a man who had great strength given to him by God, but also as a man with great weaknesses that led him to disobey God.
Tim! 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 Tim, where are you? Where are you gone? Where's he gone? I'm sure he was here just now. Tim! I've got my wig so I can do the Samson story this week. I can be either Samson or Delilah. It's fine. I don't mind which one. Look, it's so nice. I love my wig. Yeah! Oh. I think he's not here. Where's he gone? See, I love that story of Samson. It's great. It's fantastic. I mean, it's a really cool story where you find out that Samson's power wasn't from him, it was from God. And God took that power away from him because he had become prideful. You see, Samson, when he became prideful, God took his power away. And when he realized and apologized to God and repented, he got his power back and he was able to defeat the Philistines. That's great. I love that story so much. And you know what? To remember where our power comes from, we've got a little craft this morning. See, we've got this craft that you can do. And we're going to see the video in a second. It's a dumbbell, and it's got on the side of it, it is God that arms we with strength. And it says what psalm it's from, too. Psalm 18:32. Okay, roll VT. Yeah.
Good morning. So, for this week's craft, we're going to be doing some dumbbells to build up our strength. But these aren't any ordinary dumbbells. See, they have a verse on the side that says, "It is God that arms we with strength." So just like Samson, it is God that arms us with strength. And we can show that by building these dumbbells and using them every day by reading verses from the Bible, by building our strength up. Okay, so we're gonna need some glue. We're gonna need some colors, any colors that you want to be coloring in the dumbbells with, and some sticky tape, and some scissors as well. Now, some of the bits this morning are very fiddly, especially around these little tongue bits, so you might want an adult to help you if you're not too sure with the scissors. So yeah, just give them a shout. Right, so we're going to see if we can automatically colour and cut these in, or colour them in and cut them out, one way or the other. Right, 3, 2, 1. There we go. So we've got all of our pieces coloured in. So these are going to be the edges of the dumbbells, and these are going to be the outside and inside of the dumbbells. This is the bar, and then these are the tabs that are going to go over the end of the dumbbells. Cool. So we're going to need to fold all of these little tabs over just to make sure that we can glue them safely onto the end of the dumbbell. So we're going to do that really quickly now. There we are, we've got all of our tabs folded over. So the next thing is to glue them onto these end bits. So as you can see, it says on the end of it, it says God is omnipotent. So we need to make sure that these are all lined up correctly. So grab our glue, put a dab on the end, and then line that up. So, and then we grab our glue here, and put a dab on that end as well. Cool. So we want to be gluing all of the edges along here and then sticking them to these hexagons. Took me a second there to remember which shape it was. So then we want to glue it onto the edges like that, and then folding it as we go around the edge of the dumbbell, or the weight. And then we just need to put a little dab of glue onto there, because obviously it's come all the way around. Cool. And then we glue the other side onto it. Now this might be a little bit fiddly, but you have to put your finger inside and then use it to press the tabs up against the paper. It's all very fiddly this morning. And there we go. You've got one of the weights done. Now, if you just like me, you can automatically do it, and there's a second one there. That's brilliant. So we've got our 2 weights done for our dumbbell. So the next bit is this bit here. So we want to be rolling this up. Well, actually, you can fold all the tabs first. So you've got to fold them outwards, like that. All of them out. There we go. Getting there. Like I said, this morning is quite fiddly because there's lots of bits that need to be done. So what you want to do is you want to roll it until these pieces meet at that line, okay? And then you put a bit of glue on this edge. Like that. And then, yes, we've got our tube for our butt dumbbell. How cool is that? So the next thing we want to do is the next thing we want to do is poke it through the holes in the weights. All the way through to the other side. There we go. It may spring open a little bit. If it does, just put a bit more glue on it. So there we are. So you want to be lining that up with the edge just to there. And then we put the other one on. Try to line them up correctly. There we go. There we go. Brilliant. So you want to put them right on the edge, and then we take our little dots, and as you can see with mine, I kind of decorate them with a bit of a muscle, bit of an arm, bit of a, you know, bit of a bicep going on there. But you can decorate them with whatever you want. And then you glue that onto the end there, like that, to hold everything in place. And then on the other side as well. And there we go. You have your awesome little dumbbell to read and understand that it is God that arms me with strength. And God is omnipotent, He is almighty, He is infinite in power. How awesome is that? Right, have fun with this craft this morning. It's very, very fiddly, but it's totally worth it once it's done. Okay, thank you very much. Bye. Luke. Has anybody seen Luke? I'm sure I heard him just now. Keep missing him. Don't know. Anyway, he left this craft for me to have a look at, and apparently he'd set you guys to do this craft as well. Well, I hope you enjoy it because it's a really cool little dumbbell that you can use to work out your arms, but work out your mind and your spirit as well. So it is God that arms me with strength. Psalm 18:32. So enjoy making this craft, definitely. Just to remind you where our strength comes from. And it comes from God. And of course, we've learned some of that this morning. In the main service, the mums and dads have learned about Pentecost. And you can ask them maybe over lunch what Pentecost means to them and what it meant to the church and how the power from God came down at that period of time. So we're going to finish up today by honouring God. And by honouring God, we pray and we also learn verses from the Bible so that we drill it into our heads what his promises are for us. So we're going to first pray. So how do we pray? We put our hands together, we bow our heads, and we close our eyes so we don't fidget around, and we talk to God. So we say, "Dear God, thank you for all the ways you give us strength. Thank you for showing us your infinite power through creation. And thank you for sending your Holy Spirit to give us strength too. Help us to understand you more and more each day. Amen." Amen. And so we've got the last thing that we look at is the memory verse. And the memory verse for this week is Joshua 4:24. He did this so that all the peoples of the earth might know that the hand of the Lord is powerful, and so that you might also fear the Lord your God. Enjoy learning the memory verse, enjoy the craft, and maybe watch back the story of Samson and see if you can tell it to your mums and dads as well, or your siblings, or even your friends, and you can tell them that story. So thank you all for joining us this morning for Bethel Kids. See you next week. Bye-bye.